All right, we're live. Thank you, honey. Where's my brands? All right. All right, I love you, honey. There we go. I can't pay attention to that glitch. I just got to keep it going. Oh boy, I don't know why I'm nervous, but let's go ahead and.
If you saw a cow truck at a truck stop, you could tell the driver by the peel that he popped. Them chicken haulers used a little white cross, but cow haulers knew Black Molly was boss. We called her the West Coast turnaround, 'cause you took one of them while you couldn't lay down. They cause you scalp to itch, make you paranoid as hell. But I can tell you right now, you can carry the mail. And if you got someplace you didn't call home, you just got out your rag and polished your chrome.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell. This is the Driver's Side Real Drivers Real Talk. It's Friday night. I'm just free flowing. I'm actually here for a reason. The reason is we got a show tomorrow night, and I got two main guests that are not going to be there tomorrow night. So I got to make sure that I try to get some everybody involved. Let me get an audio check as everybody comes in, please. Can I get an audio check in the comments? I'm going to do the best I can tonight. I'm just out here, and the wife helped me out. Sorry that I'm late. Let me start there. I do apologize for that. I hope the audio is good. Good evening, Dave Unberger. Gary, how are you? Flo, how are you? James, how are you? I can see the comments pretty good here. I got the phone right here. I can put the comments over here. I do have a video I'm going to play tonight that it might open something up, might open up a topic. I'm not sure, so I'm going to depend on you guys for a little help tonight. Daniel, how are you? John Hall, how are you? James Skaggs, it's good to see you, bro. I hope Jamie's good. It's good to see everybody. Brittany, how are you? Good. We got a lady in the house. Everybody, make sure you mind your P's and Q's. I got a little dog walking up on me over here. Anyway, that's the I-5 behind me. That's a major bloodline right there. So I appreciate you drivers. I appreciate all you do. Real quick, I'm going to play a clip, and it's from this morning. I'm a little upset. I'm very, very, very. I feel like I got an echo. I'm going to put this in my pocket, and I'm just going to do that. Moses, I see you. The comments, I'll put them up here in a second. I'll grab my phone back out. But I'm a little upset about. I'm a little upset with Facebook. I don't understand what's going on. You guys are showing up. I'm showing up, but they're not. The content's getting blocked. I'm getting messages. I'm getting screenshots of our content getting blocked for some reason. I don't understand why. We'll talk a little bit of that maybe tomorrow. I don't understand it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I guess people just don't like me, and they're reporting the page because the page is also having issues. And I don't want to harp on that, but it bothers me because my wife works hard, I work hard, and you guys. The thing that bothers me the most is you guys. There's a little dog right here. I don't know whose dog this is, but it's you guys that did all the shares. There was over 80 shares today's show. I got numerous messages of it being blocked, and then there's only a certain amount of views. They don't match. So those numbers are completely off, and I don't understand why. Maybe there's something it'll refresh and it'll be okay here in the next couple of days. I feel like the audio is a little bad. Hopefully this is good, and I don't like the way I'm grabbing this mic. What drivers can do with that. But I'm going to go ahead and get back into the phone, and I'm going to open this back up. I'm going to play a video and open it up tonight. This way I can see your comments. I can put your comments up if you guys want to talk. I'm grateful you're here, Daniel. What's going on? City of Missouri in the house. I haven't seen you in a while, Daniel. It's good to see you. Kelly Shane Richardson, I know you're in Iowa waiting for another piece of equipment. Dave Umberger, I'll be a guest tomorrow, I'm guessing. I'll be a guest. Me, a link. I have a story to tell about the union and independent driver back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. That always works. Brittany, make sure you reach out to the wife. I believe my wife is going to reach out to you guys. Is that wind bad, guys? Make sure that's not too bad. Hopefully this microphone, if I tilt it down there, it'll get better. If it's too bad, I'll figure it out. I'll move this inside. All right. So, Brittany, get with my wife. I know she's got you guys, Women in Trucking, next week. The history, I think it is, next week, next Thursday on Throwback Thursday. So please get with her. All right. And we can get that. Drea, how are you? It's good to see you tonight. Judy, it's good to see you. Wait, I missed a bunch of people up here. Vincent, it's good to see you. John Hall, I got you. Flo, Gary, everybody's here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run a video real quick, and we'll maybe this will open up a topic. Maybe you guys will get some feedback on how you guys feel about this, because I thought it was a pretty good video, and I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired of the industry and how a lot of people act in the industry, including myself, that I've had to actually check myself and really reevaluate and think about the things that I do within this industry and as a person in a whole. All right, so I'm going to play this video tonight. I got it off TikTok, and I thought it was good. I'm going to go ahead and share it with you guys. All right, this little dog pees right here, you little bastard. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Get. He literally just pissed right there. Get it, you little bastards. Anyway, let's go ahead and run this clip, and I'll be right back.
So, you think your freight's the one that makes you the biggest badass on the road, huh? Sorry to break it to you, pal, but we're all kind of even on that. Us reefer haulers, we haul the food that you eat. Tanker yankers haul the fuel that we put in our trucks to roll. Flatbed haul construction materials to build the buildings that we pick up our freight from. Hoppers haul the crops that either get turned into food that I can haul or turned into fuel that tankers can haul. Bull haulers take livestock to meat and rendering plants. Dry van hauls a mixture of dry food goods as well as manufacturing supplies. Low boys haul the equipment that allow farmers and construction crews to do their job. Wreckers tow us if we break down on the side of the road. Diesel techs keep our trucks running. So I hate to burst your bubble there, but what kind of a symbiotic organism that all works together? Now, obviously, that doesn't encompass all type of freight, but the point I'm making is no one's better than the other out here. Poke fun, give each other shit, just make sure it doesn't go to your head.
I mean, what do you guys think about that? I thought it was a great video. I think he hits on a lot of good things. He basically grabbed every gear and hit that left lane, in my opinion. And that's kind of what, and I see your comment, Flo, and I'm going to be me, and I will always be me. But, you know, when I went to a company and I applied for a job, I was the professional me. All right. I wasn't a punk calling people out for what they're doing. I pretty much minded to myself until I earned my right to have a little bit of an ego and attitude. And that was wrong even. But what I'm trying to say here is, like this gentleman says, we're no different. We're all no different. And no matter which part of trucking you are in, your rates might be different. You may bring home something different, but you are all connected. We're all connected, let alone whether you're a consumer or you're a truck driver. We're all connected. We're 1 degree separated from a truck. And I want to make sure that I continue to strive in what I'm doing and not be stuck in a rut and think that I am better or think that I'm doing things better, because there's people that don't think that I'm doing well, and that's fine. But the one thing I'm not going to do is stop, and I will do whatever I can to get my act together and become a professional on this side and have professional debates or arguments, whatever it may be down the line. But I want to make sure that I put out quality content that the industry needs. Okay, again, this is not my platform. That's why I started. That's why I did a live tonight, because I'm concerned about tomorrow night's show and not having enough people on tomorrow night. I know Daryl Martin is going to be there, but see, I know people like Flo. He has a family. Mike McPherson, he has a family. You people have families. You're working drivers, so I can't completely expect you to be there all the time. You know, so. At this point, I'm going to go over to these comments and see what you guys are talking about over there, because I see people are jumping in and out, and I don't expect anybody to share this tonight. I'm irritated. Like I said, I'm irritated with Facebook. I'm irritated with the way that the things that we're having to go through as a platform. It's regardless of anything else, but Facebook they are a business. They're in it to make money, and they're one of the biggest companies in the world. And if I pay them to boost my post, the platform will probably open back up for you guys. But I'm not. I really have issues with that, and I've worked hard. My wife's worked hard. You guys have hung in there to get this platform out there. And when you guys do show up and you guys do your part, and Facebook denies it or people in groups deny it, pisses me off, because that's not fair to you guys. And that's what this is about. We're here for you guys. I'm not here to stroke my ego and have a good time and be famous in the trucking industry. If I'm going to go try to be famous somewhere, I think I'll go somewhere that pays me a lot of money. But I'm not going down that road. I care about this industry. I care about the transportation industry, especially the trucking side. So that's why I'm here tonight. Let me go to some comments and see what you guys are talking about over there. All right, howdy, Sheila. My wife says, really? My wife's a keyboard Rambo. You're supposed to be relaxing, Sheila. I don't know what you're doing here. Yes, that was a nail on the head. Not sure what that is. I'm going to have to go back up to some comments previous. All right, so I'm guessing we're talking about that video. We are all essential. There you go. Brittany nails it right there. You guys are all essential, each and every one of you guys. And that's the part that bothers me throughout this pandemic, and I'll touch on that for a second, is the essential pay. Where's the essential pay for these drivers? Where is just the care for the driver first to make sure these men and women are actually as safe as they can be? All right, because the things that go on out there half the things that go on outside the pandemic shouldn't be allowed. But if this pandemic is what it is, and people are getting sick the way they are, why is this industry right here still moving? Well, they're the heartbeat of America. So if that's still moving strong, what's going on there? Why is the essential pay not giving? Why are people not looking out for these drivers? In a sense, I might be buffering on your side. So if I start slowing down, it's because I'm making sure that this stream is going well. So my issue there with that, Brittany, is you are essential, each and every one of you. But are each and every one of you being treated essentially? Is my question to you guys. Do you guys feel like you're being treated essentially? All right, so Judy has an out-of-town guest. You're good, Judy. Thank you for stopping in and at least making the comment and letting us know. How sweet is that? And real quick, Valerie Sparkles, I love you so much. She's a big supporter of the driver's side, and I mean that. She's a supporter in every way. Thank you, Valerie Sparkles. My wife sent you a message. Thank you so much. Brittany says, I love the show, hearing everyone's experience, and it can be learning good too. It is learning, and that's the key, Brittany. While you guys are making comments regarding that essential pay, if you guys are making comments, I'll touch on that a little bit. Brittany, it's important that I entertain and that we also have an educational platform, because if you combine the two, it becomes successful. So I appreciate that. All right, let me go back up here. Watching from Canada, I appreciate you. Sherwin, some of my comments are messed up from down here for some reason. They're blurred for some reason. I don't know. It must be my signal. Flo says, yes, sir, I'll be on. Don't worry about it. That's awesome. That's regarding tomorrow night's show. And here, I think I have a little clip from tomorrow night's show, or from last week's show. If you guys are still in them comments, here's a little clip from last week's show, and here's how it went down. It was a little crazy. We're going to try to keep it to where everybody gets a chance to speak on a topic. So let me go ahead and run this clip for you guys.
Yeah. There's some drivers out here, they totally drag the entire industry down, but what can we do? Somebody's paying them because somebody needs to move that freight.
Yep. That goes back to what we were talking about earlier. They're just looking for an ASS to put in that seat. I mean, they fill out their paperwork and send them on their way. They got miles under the belt or not. They'll make sure they can drive the truck, put it in D for drive, and they don't care. Check up on them or anything. You know what I mean? As long as that freight gets to where it's.
So that's a little clip from last week's show that it basically hit 2,000 views and had 90 shares, and that's my point there. That show had 90 shares, almost had 10,000 views, but this morning's show had 80 shares and barely hit 1,000. That makes no sense. And I know just from the page alone, on an average, we average about 15 to 2,500 shares or views a day, and that's just from the page from you guys, and that's full length views as far as that goes on the breakdown. But that was a clip from last week's show, which it was very successful. And we've had 3 of them, I believe now. My wife says I thought it was 2, but that's 3, and it was very good. And I'm hoping this week is just as good. Tomorrow night is just as good. Let me go back over to the comments. And I'm trying to balance this out, guys, because like I said, I need guests for tomorrow night. I'm hoping people, that usually show up, do show up. I'm hoping Rig Rider shows up. Jeremy, that was there last week. All right. Is all of America working? No. Watching from the Philippines. How cool is that? That's cool. I appreciate you, Delta. That's neat. I watch a lot of drivers' videos, and you will notice they are a lot of truckers on the road. Okay. I watch a lot of drivers' videos, and you will notice there are a very lot of truckers on the road. I'm thinking it varies with a lot of truckers on the road. I'm not sure about that. Maybe we missed something there. There she is. There she is herself, Valerie Ding Sparkles. I don't know why the comment's not going up. There it is. Hi, Valerie. How are you? All right. That's the question that I've had too at times, though. I'm really messing this up. Let me go back up. Good day, drivers. Good day, Larry. Good to see you. Good point. Why? Cool. I'll send you the link. Okay, you guys are crushing it over there. Need essential pay and hazard pay, duty pay. Right. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Let me go down to your comment. I see it coming in, Brittany. I don't get that at all. I don't understand why you guys aren't being treated essential. They call you essential, but are you guys being treated essential? Do you feel you're being treated essential in today's the way the world is? I mean, because with this pandemic, you're the most essential thing as it is, period. But I believe someone was on the Emmys recently. The truck driver presented an Emmy because you're so essential. Shouldn't they be presenting Emmys to truck drivers? Right. We shouldn't be. No, it should be the other way around. Right. Because you can't have you wouldn't be successful without them drivers. All right. Brittany says it is frustrating when us drivers drive all night and day. And when we pull into a truck stop at night or at a shipper, there's no place to park. And if there are places, they are paid parking, like buying fuel or food at these truck stops aren't enough revenue. And that's one thing that I don't get either. And that pisses me off to no end, is the parking issue and the fact that if you're so essential, why are they charging you for parking? And I believe they figured that out through the e-log. And I think the e-log plays a big role in that. And they created a revenue stream, again, from the truck driver, money off the back of the truck driver. And they don't care. On top of it, if you just go in and you look at the things that are on the shelves in truck stops or travel plazas, the fact that they're called travel plazas and not truck stops anymore is a problem too. But if you go in and you look at the shelves and look at the prices, all the way down to the restaurants within the truck stops, they're higher priced. They don't have dollar menus, and they gouge the hell out of you guys. It's price gouging at its finest. I think that during the pandemic, people were price gouging for toilet paper, for hand sanitizers. Well, this happens on a regular, in my opinion, to the truck driver at truck stops. Why is this if they're so essential? And we're gonna talk a lot about that. We can talk about that on Saturdays when I have a panel of you guys. That's why I did tonight's show, is to make sure that I get people and get you guys to participate. Because if we don't, we're screwed. I go away and I don't want to go nowhere. But like I said, if I don't do this in a professional manner, then the platform keeps getting stopped. But I don't get it as far as that goes, Brittany. And you make a great comment. And I'm not sure who you work for. I can't remember who you work for, but Brittany, I appreciate your participation. I appreciate you stopping by all the time. And I appreciate Justin for turning you on to the driver's side. And again, we'll go to the comments here. Christina says, Wayne, you guys rock. Thank you, all you do. Watching from Parkman, Ohio. Thank you to all the truck drivers out there. And I'm guessing that she's probably connected to trucking in some way. Well, she is, because she's 1 degree separated. But there's a lot of people out here that are starting to watch a show that are not truck drivers or in the trucking industry, but they, for some reason, like the driver's side. And I'm grateful for that. And thank you. And thank you for appreciating the truck drivers. I loaded up another clip today because this was today's show. And this is exactly how I feel. And this is where I need to stay into this zone and deliver more messages like this with my wife.
People coming into this industry with the wrong intentions and just not giving these drivers exactly what they deserve. And that's just some appreciation, period. To the recognition out here and out on these roads, because they don't get it. They do not get it. The lack of respect, not just from truck drivers, but from four-wheelers. Okay, these guys risk their lives every single day. It's the most dangerous job in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how many times a driver today, you watching today, is going to grab that wheel and save somebody's life.
Yeah.
At one point, you will save somebody's life today.
Yeah.
Because you will make a decision in a split second as a professional. And I thank you for that. That's the stuff that needs to be pushed to the front and brought to the top.
Right.
Not the articles that are being put out by these media outlets within the trucking industry that keep the toxicity going.
And I'm hoping that played all the way through, because on my side, I'm not hearing nothing. I'm seeing just the video play on my phone. So hopefully that went all the way through. And it's exactly how I feel. The platforms, let alone the truck stops, but the platforms out here, I don't feel look out for the driver at all. It's constant negativity within this industry. It causes constant toxicity. It's like a rotating door. I'm just waiting for the driver shortage article to come out. And I'm not trying to pick on these platforms. What I'm trying to say is, we need more positivity in this industry. We need more people, more platforms to look out for these truck drivers. It's this industry is so important to us, and the fact that they're treated like second-class citizens blows me away. Let me get back to the comments. And I saw your comment there, Christina. Thank you, and you are welcome. I'm glad you understand it. It's important that people understand it. All right. Valerie Sparkles says, so far, finally got off running nights. Good jobs, Valerie. And my wife informed me tonight of your generosity. Thank you, Valerie. I can't thank you enough. It means everything to us. It's crazy the things that we've gone through and the conversations that me and my wife have. It's the struggle is real. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna touch on that. But Valerie, you mean the world to us. You really, really do. A lot of you do. Each and every one of you do. Don't get it twisted. Each and every one of you mean everything to us. But Valerie has been around for a while, and just she knows. All right, I'm not going down there. Flo says, let's go back to the comments. Flo says, we can't strike like Santa said last week. We can't strike like Santa said last week, but you can give your money to other places. Trust me, I work in the northeast. You always have a choice and a different option plan to never have a truck stop. That's how we do it in the northeast. I agree with that, Flo, to some extent. I almost want to completely agree with you. Triple T is still around, but the thing is you see the fight even there with the mom and pop shops, like with Triple T in Tucson. There's a Pilot across the street, and they got some issues over there. I think it's a truck wash that's no longer open, and there's a reason for it. Pilot is caught giving them issues with permits. They're making they're making the Triple T follow the exact thing that they have to follow. No more grandfathering. If you understand what I'm saying, there's some regulations that grandfathering overlooked, I guess, in a way to say. But Triple T, it refuses to pay the fees that they're being forced to, and we'll just shut that section of the truck stop down. If you've been in the Triple T lately, you understand what I'm saying. And as far as the paid parking goes, there's part of a reason why the paid parking is the way it is, but it's got excessive now. The fact that this industry is full of people that are not complete professionals, that are non-professionals. Not every one of you guys that are out there that run these highways are professionals. So these men and women that clean up these truck stops and have to take care, pick up after these pigs that aren't professionals. What's the price on that? Seriously, what is the price you pay there? What would you take an hour to work in a truck stop? Seriously, like in Gary, Indiana, for existence. I'm not picking on Gary, but Gary, Gary, or like West Memphis, right? That got that high-speed chicken feed. You know what I'm saying? We can sit here and bullshit each other all night, but at the end of the day, it's becoming harder, Flo, for people for professionals to have a decent environment, let alone a safe environment, let alone be treated like a professional, and they're continuing to carry themselves like professionals out on the highway. That's my issue, and I was doing the same thing, running around with my chicken with a head cut off. Even to the point where I lived in my feelings of people. Oh, look at this drug addict. And that's not the case. That's mostly my passion or my anger that overrides me, and my messages get stunted, if that makes any sense. Mom and pops are dead up there. And Flo, if I took your comment out of context, I apologize. But I felt like I was able to go off that comment, and I appreciate that comment. My wife loves when you guys say when you shout out from where you're from, and somebody's from Ohio. I appreciate that. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We're gonna go 30 minutes tonight, and that's it. But I do need people for tomorrow night. So Daryl Martin, you're in. Flo, you're in. Whoever else is willing to be in. I think Rooster might be in. I'm not sure. Jeff, I know is going out of town. I don't know about Adam. I haven't heard from Adam, but I know that Mike McPherson is a big family guy. And he's very important to this show because you guys, the things that he does behind the scenes is very crucial to the show. It pushes me to be harder. It pushes me to be better. Unfortunately, he's not going to be here tomorrow night because he's got to do things with his family. But the following Saturday, I'm going to get him on, and we're going to talk about something that's very important and that's very, very crucial for you drivers. And it's something he's going through, and it's something that needs to be addressed in this industry. Between companies and drivers. So when Mike comes back not tomorrow, but the following Saturday, we'll get into that conversation. I just feel like my mic sucks. All right. So no run, brother. Run. I'm not. Stuff like I get it. Daniel Asbury, Vegas is home. I miss Vegas. I miss all my Vegas people. All right, my wife says my parents had a chimp when my older sister was little. My sister and I chimp used to play, and I have a good time. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on there. John Grande says, "What time tomorrow, West Coast time?" As of right now, 5:00, guys. 5:00 Pacific Standard Time. If that works for you guys, I would love to make sure that I get that time right. To have as many people on as possible. I can have up to 9 people, including myself, which is 10. Not that I matter, but you guys matter mostly, and it's important that I have guests. So, what's going on, Phil Tristan? We're talking about tomorrow night, and we're talking about having guests on tomorrow night. We got about 5 more minutes here, guys, and I'm going to wrap it up. Sherman, I believe that says Sherwin. Sure, 5:00 tomorrow night, Pacific Standard Time, which that would be 7:00 Central and 8:00 Eastern. I think last week it was a little too late. I went at 7:00 Pacific Standard Time, and we went 4 hours, and I was up till almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So, and we got some activity going on over there. So that's, if my attention gets pulled off, I apologize. I got to make sure I pay attention to my surroundings. So it's going to be 9 p.m. here. Okay, not sure where you're at. So 5:00. Are you 4 hours difference? Where's that at? Let me slow down. I got to learn to slow down because I feel like I just ramble. So I apologize for that, guys. I got to learn how to do this, and I got to learn how to balance it. All right, with every issue in the trucking industry, okay, Gary says, with every issue in the trucking industry, awareness is needed on each topic. Maybe a real documentary of life and times of drivers every day down every mile, all they deal with each day. And here's the thing, and I think that is crucial. We used to have people that go out there and did that. We have people that do it from their truck, but there's so many different sectors of this industry, and there's so many different drivers, and that's why I call it the driver side, because there's so many different driver's sides. But the thing is, there has to be a perspective put in place for the general public, and nowadays understand, and for drivers that are coming industry to understand what they're actually getting into, because the toxicity that's rampant in this industry has to come to a stop. Drivers need to figure this out in some way, shape, or form, and me myself, and I'm trying doing it this way. But as far as things that have been done in this industry that continue to be done that get no results, I mean, people, please start trying something new. I don't get it. If it's for the right reasons, go through any lengths to get it done for your industry. And do you think that's going to Washington or whatever, that's fine. Me, it's sitting out here with that in the background, and every truck that goes by means something to me. It's getting up every morning, Monday through Friday, and broadcasting around your industry, on issues around your industry, on issues in your industry. Saturdays to broadcast, Saturday nights to have panels, to have you guys do it. Even during the week, you guys are allowed on the show, so don't get that twisted. The thing is I don't hide from nobody. And my wife is, and things in my life have to change. And my wife is really putting things in perspective for me, and I'm putting things in perspective for her. And together we're becoming a very, very good team. And this platform is becoming better and better and better. I will share numbers with you guys tomorrow because it's important that I do. We've reached over 5 million people this month, and I'll show that to you. The thing is the downside of that is only over 370,000 people interacted. So to me, those numbers are low. But for a grassroots show, that's amazing. No money invested on the advertising side, on the Facebook side. That's all natural shares from you guys. I do the watch parties in these groups because that's advertising, that's marketing to absorb some of that following. The funny thing is we're going to talk about this tomorrow night, and I hope to have some of the people on that go to share this information, to share the show, and these groups actually deny it. And I'm okay with that. But that needs to be known, that your guys' efforts on helping the driver's side get blocked, and that's not okay in this industry, because you know what? Everybody should have a fair shake. Get it. It's a flight for life. Pray for that person, please. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate all you do for us as a platform and all you do for us as drivers. I'm going to read a couple of your last comments that you wrote, guys, because I feel like if you write them, I should read them. So please, guys, we'll go ahead and cut the comments off. If there's any more coming in the next 30 seconds, those will be the last ones, and then we'll close it out. All right, let's go back up. Gary had made that great comment. I appreciate that, Gary, and there is a lot of issues in this industry that need to be talked about. Phil Tristan, I hope to see you tomorrow night. I really do. Brittany, I really hope to see you tomorrow night. And Brittany, you spell your name the right way. It's the same way I spell my daughter's name. All right, it's actually tattooed on my arm the same exact way. Like I said, tomorrow night, guys, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's what time we'll be going live, and I will be on time tomorrow, and I will have my act together. I'm not going to try to have the backdrop like this tomorrow night. I'm going to be right where I need to be. That's in the rig, and broadcasting from the rig, and I'm going to stay right there. I can't try anything special. It's important that I dial it in tomorrow. So I hope to see all you guys there. And Parkman, Ohio, I like the backdrop. I do too, Phil Tristan. The rig's right there, so we're good. It will be 8 p.m. in Georgia, correct. Cool, right? It's the temporary backyard right now. And technically, if hopefully we get the lighting right, and this could be actually the backdrop even from the rig. So I'm gonna work on that. Chrissy Reed says, your wife rocks with a great heart. Thank you. You were for doing this show. Yes, the fact that my wife has dedicated her time and her efforts into the show is absolutely crucial and beneficial to the show. It has been the propel that we need, I guess. I'm trying to find a fancy word. It's been exactly what we need. Like she says, get it. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's getting it, and she's getting this industry down, and she's starting to understand it. And she's getting to understand the manipulation of other platforms and the way things work and how wrong it actually is. And it hurts her to when Feel Good Fridays come, because it's so hard to find good material. But thank you, Christina, for that comment, because my wife is everything to me. She had to deal with me right before the show, and it was a shit show. And I want to say that's the first cuss word I said all night. Damn it. Get it. Joplin Petro, get it, driver. All right, let's wrap this up. Good night, Wayne. Thank you, Becky. Good night. Sacramento 49ers, T-Stop, Showtime sometime. I appreciate you, John. I appreciate you. You're over there on Tucker's Gone Wild and other pages. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Good night. Good evening, New Mexico. That must be the Crazy Marine and our beautiful, beautiful friend Betty Taylor. Those are special people to the driver's side. And with that being said, you guys, all of you are special to us. Each and every one of you guys, we appreciate you. I actually got another video that I'm going to play because I appreciate heritage, and I saw this and I wanted to share this with you guys. I'm going to come back and say goodnight.
Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down?
With that being said, FMCSA, give these men and women the freedom that they deserve. Remember, guys, you are the heartbeat of America, and you should be treated like the heartbeat of America. Always keep your shiny side up, rubber side down, and to make money in today's trucking industry, just be nice to each other. Have a great day.